Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I am no longer backlogging, so this episode was actually recorded yesterday, the day before you see said episode, and we've got mail. So let's take a peek at these and see what these are. So we've got ourselves more stamps. Okay, good. And, the profits from the glass shop from Etho. Fantastic. Okay, cool. So, mail is always good. We'll toss these in here. We'll toss this one here, and then we'll put all of our stamps into our thing of stamps. Throw our profits in there, and I guess I'm just going to toss that in there for the moment because I don't have anywhere else to put it. While we're at it, since I've been gone for a few days, hence the backlogging, let's go check on our shops from the shopping district and just see how things are doing over here. We don't have a lot. We've just got, here we go, a little brick and the nether brick shop. Hey, people actually bought some nether bricks. You guys have told me that I should speak with, I think it's Tango, as the supplier for the nether bricks, and I think that would be a good idea. He's not online at the moment, but apparently he has a farm that is producing massive quantities of nether bricks, and we could toss him some of the profits for being the supplier of the nether brick shop. And then in here, we've sold a couple more regular bricks as well. So, okay, good stuff. We do need to make proper shops for those at some point. But that is not a today Wells problem. That is a sometime in the future Wells problem. I am just not feeling like dealing with shops today. Over the last few episodes, we've been kind of chipping away at parts of the castle, especially the basement. And it's been going pretty well overall, I think. Let's just probably go this. This will be the fastest way. So we've got our jail cells over here. A lot of you said, hey, you could use hay bales on the floor instead of these carpets. And, well, that is true, because these are supposed to be like hay beds. Well, that is true. I wanted to have the very slight change in elevation. I wanted something that actually sticks up a little bit. And if we went with hay bales, it would be just in the floor. So that's why I went with carpets instead. I think it looks better. Even if the yellow carpet texture isn't a perfect representation of, hay. But it gets the job done. But yeah, we've been working on the castle. We got a little guardhouse. We got the jail cells done. We did some work with the servants' quarters over here. And then we finished up the big old kitchen, which I really like, actually. I think this turned out super well. So yeah, we still have more to do down here, though. We need to do our pantry/storage room, because this looks real bad right now. We have to do something with this room, and then we have to do the two towers that are over here and over there. So still a lot left to do as far as that stuff goes, but that's okay. Progress is progress, and a lot of you said, hey, I wish there was more interaction in Wells's videos between Wells and other hermits. But the thing is, like, when you're backlogging, that's not really something that's super easy to do, because when you're backlogging, you're trying to make as many videos as possible in the shortest amount of time. So, like, all of the last 4 or 5 episodes, or whatever it was, whenever I started backlogging, those were all recorded in like one day. So there was a limited amount of interaction that I could include. But today, since I'm no longer backlogging, I think maybe, just maybe, we'll go see what some of the other hermits have been up to while I've been away. Oh, also, a lot of you have said that I should make more use of candles in the castle. And I totally agree. I'll be honest, I kind of forget that candles exist. A lot of the blocks that have been added since, like, well, in most of the recent updates, I just kind of forget that they exist sometimes, because I haven't used them that much. So let's see. Corrales, I know, I think it's this one. I think this is Corrales' shop where he's selling bee stuff, including candles. Maybe. Fish. No, I'm not seeing candles anywhere. What's in here? Golden carrots. This is just honey. There's got to be a candle shop, right? Maybe it's... I don't know. I'm going to look around and see if I can find it. So apparently the reason that I couldn't find it was because it is hiding. I thought it's kind of back behind everything else. I actually thought that this was just part of Corrales' base. No, this is the shop. So, yeah, here we go. Tons of candles. Okay, how much are they? 1 diamond for 16. Okay. So let's just grab a bunch of diamonds. And we're just going to get ourselves some candles. So let's get a stack of white. Let's get a stack of black. And then maybe something like light blue could be good. And maybe some red. Just get a few different types. Oh, and let's also get some light gray. That should be a decent selection for now. I think that'll work. And we can always come back if we need more. So, yeah, good stuff. Okay, fantastic. We have acquired candles for the castle. Great idea. Glad you thought of it. So everyone's a bit busy at the moment, so I don't want to go dropping in on people and interrupting them, and there's not that many people online at the moment anyway. It's only myself and 3 other people. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to do a little bit of work on this room today, the pantry, which will be where we store all sorts of foodstuffs and things along those lines. So let me just kind of rip out the floor here. Let's break this torch, and temporarily I'm just going to put it right here. What do we want for the floor? Probably want to go with the same stone pattern that we've used kind of in the rest of the castle. I think that probably makes the most sense, and we probably are going to want to change this staircase to match as well. These areas back here are just going to be essentially left blank. Like, there's not going to be anything going on back here. This one, probably same thing, honestly. I'll probably just leave this one blank, too. And then, like, this little cubby. We're not going to do anything back here, either. So, yeah. Let me get some floor stuff in place, and then we can start actually doing something with this room. Should be fun. Okay, so I got the floor in place, I got the walls all fixed up, so we now actually have one single room here. One thing I do want to do is lower this ceiling a bit, probably just to here, and then just hang a lantern right here so you still have a little bit of light. Then we'll put a spruce door here. This is just our... a little closet / this is really the way down to our mines. But something like that'll work. As far as the rest of the room goes, though, lots of decorating to do. And also we're going to have to figure out what we want to do for lighting in here. And I kind of like sticking with this sort of spruce log theme. So let's go maybe here. And just make some logs going across. And then we can do... maybe just like one beam here? I don't know if these are going to end up being perfectly evenly spaced. Ooh, yeah, that I don't like, though. I don't like that going into the corner like that, because it just, like... this will not look good. And on the other... I mean, I suppose then again, we could take, like, this guy out. which would look a little bit better, but not a lot. I suppose the other option would be, rather than having this diagonal here, we could bring it... no, not really. Not with this wall. I was going to say we could, like, bring it like this, but then that would give us this little itty-bitty tiny gap, which is just not going to look good at all. I mean, I think this part here is fine, right? Like, we're good with this. As a couple of support beams there, that's what, a gap of 3? So the next one would end up being here. And then here. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe instead we go a gap of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next one would be here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would end up being here. So that'd be 3 beams. I don't really like that either. And really the only thing we need these for is to hang lights. So maybe we put that idea, we just shelve that for the moment, and we'll see if we can maybe work lighting in other ways. Like, for example, we could put a couple of posts up and hang lanterns like that. This light here could just go away altogether. And maybe we put one here. Something like that could work. And then we can get rid of some of these lights. Like, yeah, that'll work. That's fine. Okay. Crafting bench. Definitely need something like that. Let's just put it here in the corner, and we'll probably actually just leave this here, I'm thinking. We're going to need a ton of spruce trap doors for shelves. And we're also going to need a whole lot of these pots, because I'm going to use a ton of these. Let's just do something like that. And we can also even use like some composters and things along these lines. And actually, let's go ahead and make a couple of these smaller pots as well. And we can put like one here, kind of on top of the crafting bench. So the crafting bench will be in here just for function, but it'll be kind of hidden away behind a whole bunch of stuff, which is kind of the goal. Also, we're going to want a bunch of barrels. So let's go ahead and make some of those. Going to need a lot more. There we go. That should be enough to get us started. And we can just put a couple of barrels down like this. And then we'll want some shelves kind of up here. And probably wrapping around to roughly there or so. Or actually, better idea, we'll have them wrap to here. Strip those, and that way be another great spot for a lantern. So something like this, and then we'll do kind of the same thing here. We'll just tear that out and have kind of a post to give this sort of illusion of shelves and things like that. So let's do like a double chest, and then maybe a single chest and a pot. I would actually like to have an ender chest down here as well. So let's just put something like that here. And then here we'll do a couple more of these pots. You can throw down like a composter. A few more chests, and then maybe some more barrels in the corner here. Actually, let's take this chest out. And do... maybe something like that. That'll work. And then we'll throw another chest here, I guess. Something like that. So that should work pretty nicely. Put some more chests up there. Throw another pot here. We don't need to fill all of the shelves. Like, we don't need to fill up every single space. In fact, we don't want to. Could maybe put like a flower pot here. The goal is to just fill it with stuff to make it look like there's a bunch of stuff stored over here, which I think should be very manageable. Here we'll make another one of those sort of shelving units. Like so. And the shelves were, what, right at this level? So we'll grab our spruce trap doors, do something like that. And then as far as lighting goes over here, I think what we're just going to... Oh, but it'll connect to this wall, which I don't want. I mean, that's not the end of the world. Or up here we could actually hang... Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a beam... And we'll just bring a single beam across here. And then we can hang a lantern from the middle of it to give us some lighting over this way. I think that'll look pretty good. Grab some more barrels. Like so. We can maybe put a pot on top of this one, put a pot here, grab some more chests to sort of stack all this up. Can maybe put a flower pot on the floor there. I think that'll work nicely. Maybe a double chest here, single chest, and pot. Maybe a pot there. Yeah, I think this corner's looking pretty good. We are going to need some color down here, though, because right now there's just not a lot of it. And we got some options. Let me put in a couple more things here. Maybe a barrel. Ooh, you know what we actually need down here is we need some, like... some ale casks. That would actually be really cool. This is probably the place to put them if we're going to do that. So, change of plans. Let's tear these out. Oop, I didn't mean to break the tuff. There we go. Let's tear this stuff out. How big of a space are we working with here? Did I not pick up... Oh, I guess it was just regular stone. It's a 5 wide, and this is a 4 wide. So if we're going to do an ale cask, it needs to be fairly large. So probably here. And then we want to go... like this. And then can I... Ooh, I don't know. I think... No, you can just barely reach. We're good. So something like that. I think that actually needs to come out one more. So that gives us kind of our ale cask. We could maybe put just a few spruce trapdoors like this to kind of give it just a little bit of texture on the sides. Like so. And then put like a tripwire hook in the middle as like a, you know, a little a tapper. Although this is very large. Like it sticks out maybe a little too far. What's behind this wall? Can I break this? Not really. There is not really enough space here because I'll mess with the walls on the other side. Maybe we just leave it the way it is. I think that should actually be okay. We can kind of fill some of this space back here with other stuff that doesn't take up full blocks. Like, this chest here. Actually, yeah, let's throw another flower pot just right there. That'll work. So this will be like the ale keg. We'll have to get a tripwire hook. And then I suppose we can do some more shelves up here. That should look okay. Do like a chest, and a pot. Throw maybe a composter in here. And I think that is looking pretty good. Let's go grab that tripwire hook and then a couple of plants. I'm trying to think, what kind of plants would you store in the storage room? That is an interesting question. Well, I know we need a tripwire hook, although I don't actually see one. I might have to make one. That's fine. Just make a tripwire hook. Good. As far as plants go, probably herbs. Herbs and spices. So maybe we grab like an oak sapling and maybe we just grab a few oak saplings. That was another thing, too. A lot of you said I should do stuff with armor stands and with, like, item frames turning invisible and, like, all that kind of stuff. And, like, the thing is, yes, I know we can do that on the server, but I just don't really want to. I want to keep the thing, I want to keep the build a lot more vanilla. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with making use of those things. I think it's cool we have them. I just don't really want to make use of them myself. I want to keep the castle build pretty much as vanilla as we can. Like, kind of goes back to a couple episodes ago, I was talking about how I wish there were more paintings in the game. And like, yes, I know it would be possible for me to just use a texture pack and add add the textures to the server and make my own paintings. Like, I know I could do that. I just don't really want to. It doesn't feel vanilla to me. And that's certainly not a knock on any of the other hermits who are doing that stuff throughout the season. I'm all for it. I just feel like that's not really what I want to do with this particular build. I want to just kind of have it be my own little vanilla thing, because I want people to be able to like look at the castle and be like, I can do that. So yeah, I'm gonna avoid using a ton of armor stands and tricks with item frames and all that kind of stuff. I want to have a more vanilla feel for this castle. Let's do another flower pot up here. We're just trying to get some color in besides brown. Just little bits, you know, stuff like this. That should work. And then we'll put our tapper on there as our ale keg, and this should be good now. I think I'm happy with it. It's just a nice little storage room, storing all the foodstuffs and things like that for the kitchen. And I think that is good. And my friends, that is also all that we have time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.